idea that, yeah, we're just using our submesh. Indices does exist. Indices, okay. All right, return mesh. Okay, so now we have our mesh. All we need to do is save it. And we're going to go back into our asset utility and create a new function for saving assets. It's saving mesh assets specifically. All right. So we have a public static void save mesh asset. We'll need the folder path, and we'll need the mesh. All right. Now we're going to say we're going to need to create the full path of the mesh, which is a string asset path equals folder path plus a / plus the mesh dot name plus a dot mesh. All right, now we just say asset database dot create assets mesh and asset path. All right, so we've got our save mesh asset function. We can now, with our mesh, we can say asset utility dot save mesh asset folder path and mesh. That folder path came from our parent asset generator variable. And the last thing we've got to do, because remember this is a scriptable object, is we need to create an asset menu. I'm trying to remember what I want to keep things nice and consistent. So our star database, it will look something like this. Our asset menu, might as well just copy and paste. Star chart would say asset generators star mesh. That'll do for now. All right. So, where are we? Let's just take a moment to have a look at what we got so far. If we have a look at our procedural assets folder, oh, you can't really see that. One moment. Have our procedural assets folder. We have our star database loader. I'll just call that star database loader. I'm also going to create another scriptable object, which will be our mesh generator, star mesh generator. All right, and now, so we've got our database loader. If we have a look at our stars, they're not in there because we lost them when we closed the program. So now we've got our stars because we've hit that load database button. And in our mesh generator, we're going to need to specify what folder we want this mesh to be put in. I'm going to make things a little bit neat. So I'm just going to have a meshes folder. And let's see if I can drag that. No, I can't drag that in. But I can right click on meshes and copy its path and paste that into folder path. And I will also need to drag this database loader into the database that we're referencing. So in other words, our database loader is getting all those star info objects, and then our mesh generator knows about this database loader and is able to import those objects. So now it's still called load data. Remember when this is the danger of copying and pasting. I'd still do it, but you just get into trouble. See how it says load database? It really should be called generate. This is our asset generator. Oh yeah, what does it generate? Okay. Alright, so that really should say generate because it works differently. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and press generate. And if we have a look inside our meshes folder, we have our new mesh, which you can't really see. I'm going to see if I can make this bigger, but it's kind of like, yeah, we've got points in here. I don't know if that's going to show up on the video. You can just see the points. We can have a look at the data. Like, for example, it says nine vertices, 9 triangles, so it's all in there. What we're going to need to do next is create a prefab from that mesh, and also we're going to create a material that'll know how to generate a quad for each star.